Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, Traders Pro. Market conditions, bullish in a bull market, moved back up, holding that level as of yesterday, had a little retracement yesterday and then it rallied back up again. We'll take a look at some charts here. We moved back up into that momentum bullish trend on the overall markets with a pretty decent retracement, which is also nice once we get a retracement back around that 50% line, and then it can start to move. It's got some upper momentum, some range to be able to push to. Breadth is still holding strong. Sentiment also still holding strong. In the upper end of that range, towards that extreme range, which means there's just not a whole lot more upside to that, but all of the stocks in that breadth indicator that are there may be maintaining those overall uptrends. So it's, as of now, we're continuing to see this buy the dip mentality in the market as a whole. We do have a buy-sell ratio that has crossed back down to less than 1. That could show that could prove to mute the market's uptrend here a little bit. We'll watch to see how that ends up playing. Remember that S&P 500, the SPY is really driven really heavily. Oops, not SHY. Although we'll come back to that chart. It's a pretty nice looking chart. Is driven a lot by FANG and Mag 7 stocks, the Microsofts, Amazons of the world. But we're seeing really nice move here. We had some CPI numbers that were a little bit high. Market sold off and then rallied back into that. So we've moved back up into this bullish trend, which was right here yesterday or 2 days ago, and potential for a breakout on SPY. We'll see if we get any momentum today. Markets are closed on Monday, so we'll see if that's a good thing or a bad thing in today's market session. Let me go back to bonds, SHY, short-term treasuries, which are moving higher. That means yields are moving lower. That's a good, nice continuation pattern, which that's exactly what we want to see. For equities to continue to rise, we want to see bond prices to continuing to rise here as well. We'll see if TLT, this 20-year treasury, can hold up around this support area, this 95. It's starting a little bit of a bottoming tail bar right there, but not a whole lot yet. It's just kind of stuck right in the middle of this current trend, and any rally in bonds I think is going to continue to, the equity market's going to continue to like that. If we jump over to sectors and see if we've had anything change here since yesterday, nothing's changed. Still these 4: healthcare, technology, consumer goods, telecom are still leading, energy is still lagging, with everything else kind of just caught in the middle, caught in this trendless consolidation, which is fine. We're not seeing any panic selling. We're not seeing any really FOMO buying. We're just seeing everybody sitting and watching, kind of waiting for this rally to consolidate a little bit and create a little bit more solid base for more upside. If we look at commodities, we'll see what gold and oil are doing today or within this last few days. There's a nice solid bounce on gold right here. You can see that support area, bottoming tail bar happening right around that range. We'll see if we can get a continuation back up and continue that overall trend in gold. I think that long-term trend in gold is also very compelling. Definitely something to be keeping an eye on. USO here, this is it's kind of stuck in this range, trying to figure out which direction it wants to go right here. I mentioned before, just a whole bunch of support happening right here, and so I wouldn't anticipate, or I wouldn't be surprised to see some continued volatility around this level. It's attempting to try to find some support right here. Move that volume a little bit, but it's running up against this bottom rung here. That momentum works the opposite way as well. This is the momentum zone on the downside. If it stays underneath that 236, and the overall trend bias is still to the downside. So we'll see if we can find in oil, if it finds any support and can get back up above that $68, $69 area. If we take a look at a couple of muscle stock ideas today, one that I really noticed here was CCJ. We're seeing mining and basic materials starting to come alive again, and Cameco is the granddaddy when it comes to that. Really nice pattern, really nice fundamentals happening right here on CCJ, and we also had Uber in that upper level there, which was nice continuation move bounce and looking for some more upside. So we're seeing some really nice patterns, seeing a lot of stocks in that new buy list still, and this pullback allows for stocks to reset and then start their move back up again. We'll see if there is just enough of them doing that again. Really the only concern is that buy-sell ratio. at this point. We'll see if it does start to find some support here and start to tick back up again, or if we are going to start to see some continued trending to the downside on markets as a whole. That will do it for today's update. If you don't have full access to the software, you can sign up with the link below, and we look forward to having you. Have a fantastic day today.